Islam Dwayne Bey. It is April the 5th, 2019. Islam. So as your wife, I'm saying Islam to you this holy day, this Friday. Today was a good day in thoughts. It could have been better. I'm going to be hard on myself when it comes to my thoughts, even when I'm spiritually attacked, or I'm experiencing a spiritual experience that is unclean by unclean spirits. I still must keep good thoughts, because thoughts are energy. Thoughts can heal the earth and the universe, and heal the earth and the universe. So now all this energy that unclean spirits do to cause harm, that's to lower the frequency. And that definitely causes harm to the earth and the universe. And it keeps the frequency low where they can exist. So even though I experienced attacks by unclean spirits, I should say, I still tried. It's up to me, Islam, to stay empowered to keep divine thoughts, because I'm not here for only myself, but I am a part of the earth and the universe, and that's part of my covenant with Allah, Islam. So what I'm doing, and it feels good to say that, because I'm understanding part of my line, my ancestral line, and why it's important to maintain it, because these unclean spirits, if they are full of hate, jealousy, anger, and you breeding all the things that harm, and you breed, because that's what it would be, a breeding. It wouldn't be love or mating, you'd be breeding with it. Then all that goes into your consciousness, and that's exactly what's going on. It's a form of breeding, because this is why they use so many different tactics of manipulation and deceit. Now, if it wasn't about breeding, then they would just say, or present themselves for who they are, and accept that a person might not want to have anything to do with them on a personal level. But it is about breeding, and it's about keeping the frequency low, because and I'm going to say with a strong possibility, they're not able to raise their frequency. So they're not able to raise their frequency that helps heal the spirit of Mother Earth and the universe. So it's like Dwayne Bey. Once again, why do we see chemicals in water? Okay, water, our body is 75% or a quarter, between 70 and 75% water. But you have now those who have the financial ability, they are trying to keep their water clean. They're buying all devices to try to sterilize their water, because they have connected how important it is to drink water. Water is very vital to life on this earth. So when you see different chemicals in water that's not supposed to be there, how does that affect a being who needs water to survive? How does it affect their thoughts, their behavior, their frequency, their vibration? And that's the same with food. If you're trying to eat to the chemistry of your body, and Dwayne Bey, I'm going to tell you this. A lot of what I'm saying, I'm picked up from what I learned from you, and I'm not saying everything word for word, but this is my connection to what I learned from you. So, and some of the things from other Moors, but definitely for what I learned from you. So as I'm going to give, it's already at 4 minutes. So today was a good day. As I was walking here, I still heard a male speaking in the wind. Like I told you, some of these unclean spirits, they speak in the wind. They start speaking about someone is her husband, or that's her husband, like a desperate voice speaking in the wind. And it's like, because they have the science of telepathy that Arrington-Bey reject. So I found that interesting. And going back to the water, for me, when I'm feeling well mentally, Dwayne, it's easier for me to control my thoughts while I don't cause harm. even if I'm experiencing spiritual attacks that are harmful by those who are unclean in spirit. So when I'm drinking water and I am really focusing, I try to use the water in the carpet vessel, or just drink water when I can, because at the time, right now, that's what we have. So I pray over the water and I drink it. Now, I don't have a chemistry set where I can see what's in each cup of water, but it does make me feel better. And also when I use chlorophyll, it makes me feel better. It really does, and it helps me. It gives me. It helps me keep my mind balanced, my mind balanced, the chemistry in my body balanced. So when I start to experience, or if I experience attacks that are spiritually, I'm able to maintain my frequency while I don't want to behave like a savage. I don't want to behave like as that which is attacking spiritually. Okay? So that makes me feel good, because that's not a part of my ancestral line. That's not a part of who I am. As I was walking here, as I was hearing a male speaking in the wind, my genitals were being attacked in a sexual manner. But anyway, but today was an okay day as I earned money at Burger King. I'll tell you some of the things I noticed. I was so odd. In a sequence of events, I saw a guy come in that had a symbol on Today. You know the show on, in Monty Gray Hyphen, we haven't watched regular TV since about 2011. Regular TV. And when I say regular, I'm talking about news. The news and live, I should say live TV. We haven't watched that since about 2011. But this guy came in the Burger King with that symbol Today. I think there's a Today show. And I seen him here. He's a pale skin in Burger King. And then and right before that, slightly, I had a visual, and it looked almost like one of the employees, but I can't say it was her, but it simply looked like I had a visual as I was earning money today spiritually of one of the co-workers, a black female. Her name is Diamond. All of a sudden, in the visual and telepathically, I heard this visual that looked like her. I'm not saying it was her, but it looked like her, but different. Saying, I can't help it, because at the time, right before I had this thought, had this visual, I was thinking about how I need to tell Imani how important it is, no matter what, not to cause harm. How even having energy of gratitude, when you see that which is unclean fall, because that which is unclean in spirit, say you see them falling. You see them falling, hitting the ground. You see them experiencing things that are, and you can see they are in pain. We should not feel gratitude about that. We shouldn't feel good about seeing even the unclean spirits. Okay? We shouldn't feel gratitude, because that is not, once again, that can, well, in science, I think that can cause our frequency to lower. Okay? We don't want to lower our frequency, our vibrations. So if we're feeling good in a negative way about seeing one of them fall, it's not good. It's sort of like the samurai who is fighting a war, and that samurai used a sword, and he is killing his enemies, but he's not jumping up and down while he's killing each and every one of his enemies. He's using a tactic of a war without being emotionally involved, and that's how I feel. So because if he gets emotionally involved in the killing, it throws everything off. You can't be emotionally involved with what you see going on. So when I see an unclean spirit experiencing something that is unfavorable to them, I don't jump up and down like, yay, look at that, because that brings me down to their level. I don't want to do that, because that's going to lower my frequency. I'm supposed to be focusing on raising my frequency and my vibrations, and raising my thoughts, so I can help heal the spirit of Mother Earth and the universe. So as I was thinking about how important it is not to cause harm, all of a sudden I saw this visual of, it looked like I said a co-worker, the manager, but I'm not saying it was her. It looked like her saying, I can't help it. I was born this way. We're not cursed. I was born this way. And then I looked behind me. I saw that, and I thought this was a sequence of events. I thought this was so odd because this is a spiritual moment. And because this spirit was like, looked like she had some tears in her eyes. She was like, I can't help it. So it sounded like she was saying, I can't help it that I'm filthy and unclean in spirit. I can't help it that I encourage rape and molestation spiritually and physically. I can't help it that I am here to try to breed with you to keep you from and to cause continue this cycle of harm, deceit, and slavery. That's what the spirit looked like it was crying about. It's like, I can't help it. I can't help it. I'm serious. I was born this way. So I thought it was odd because there was a slight visual as I was earning money. Then I looked behind me and I see the guy with the Today symbol. That's today, like the Today Show. It had the different color behind me. It was a pale skin. I seen him in Burger King before, and I think I did ask him, did he work? I think he said he used to work for the show on TV. I'm not sure. Then I noticed a black male that came in with the Navy. The Army, the Navy. I told you they are one of the Army, Navy, and the military come into Burger King, eat quite a bit. And he had on a Navy symbol, and he was a black male, and I said a black male, and I said hi, and I waited on him. I said, did you get that off the internet? He said, because I've seen him at Burger King quite a few times. He said, no. I said, you work there? He said, yeah, because it said Academy. I said, oh, you work at an Academy? Oh, okay. Can you tell me how far it is? I've been told it was like behind Burger King in driving distance. And I said, I just recently found out about this about 4 months ago or 5 months ago. Anyway, I gave him, not that long ago, because I didn't know that the Naval Academy was that close to Burger King. He said it was a 2-minute drive behind Burger King. I was like, 2 minutes? That's all? I was thinking, I didn't even realize it was that close. So 2-minute drive approximately. I said, how interesting. Then this other guy came in. So this other guy came in and had on this shirt that said MACRO genetics, macro genetics. And I waited on him. And I asked him, I said, does genetics, is macro genetics, does that mean genes? The genetics stand for, is connected to the word gene? He said, yes. He says a pharmaceutical company. Okay, all right. And I was like, and that's it. I'm going to look that up to see what that is. I didn't know about the macro genetics. And genetics is definitely connected to genes. So that was interesting. So that was my day today. Once again, it's April the 5th, 2019. I did feel sharp pains around my head while I was earning money today at Burger King, and also I felt my genitals attacked a few times. But like I always say to Wayne Buffett Bay, unclean spirits are all over the earth, and just like they're clean spirits all over the earth, Islam. So and by knowing that, it could come from anywhere, Islam. So I'll talk to you later. I'm going to purchase veggie sausage and orange juice, Islam.